Listen up, man. You've heard it before. He's just a friend. She says it with that casual shrug, like it's no big deal, and maybe you've even nodded along, trying to keep the peace. But deep down, something's gnawing at you. You've seen the way she acts, the little things she does, and you're starting to wonder if just a friend is the biggest lie you've ever swallowed. Here's the truth most guys don't want to face. Women don't always tell you the whole story. Sometimes it's because they don't even see it themselves. Some emotional spark they won't admit. Other times they know exactly what's up and they're banking on you being too blind or too nice to call it out. Either way, if you're not paying attention, you're walking into a trap. Played, manipulated, or just wasting your time on someone who doesn't respect you. I've been there, and I've seen it happen to too many good men. That friend she swears is innocent, he's not always some harmless sidekick. Sometimes he's a threat, a guy who's already got one foot in your relationship, waiting for you to slip up or walk away. And the worst part? She might be helping him do it, whether she means to or not. That's why I'm laying it out for you straight. 10 red flags you can see with your own eyes. No guesswork, no overthinking. These aren't subtle hints or maybe she's just friendly vibes. These are bold in-your-face signs that her just a friend is more than that, and you're the one who's going to get burned if you ignore them. This isn't about paranoia, it's about protecting yourself. You're a man who knows his worth, and you don't stick around where you're not the priority. So let's cut through the noise and get real. If she's doing these things, it's time to open your eyes. Because the truth isn't in her words, it's in her actions. Here's the first sign, the biggest one of all. If this is hitting you, brace yourself for the rest. All right, man, let's start with the heaviest hitter, the one that should make your gut scream, game over, louder than anything else. She disappears with this guy for hours and you've got no clue where she is or what's going on. You text her, call her, nothing. Radio silence. Then she strolls back later with some weak excuse like, "Oh, we were just hanging out," or "I lost track of time." Bullshit. If she's vanishing with another dude and leaving you in the dark, that's not just a friend territory. That's a straight-up betrayal of your trust, and you need to see it for what it is. Assume it's Friday night and you're supposed to chill together, but she says she's running an assignment. Hours go by, your phone's dry, and finally she texts at midnight, "Sorry, got caught up with her just a friend?" Caught up doing what exactly? Or maybe you're at a party together. She says she's stepping out for air, and next thing you know, she's gone for 2 hours with him. You're left standing there like a chump, wondering why she didn't just tell you up front. That's the kicker. She didn't want you to know. A woman who respects you doesn't pull disappearing acts with another guy. She doesn't leave you hanging while she's off in his world. Here's what you can see with your own eyes. Check her pattern. Does she dip out randomly and come back with his name attached to the story? Maybe she's vague. "We were just driving around," or "He needed help with something." Help with what? Why is it always him? If she's comfortable vanishing with this dude, no heads up, no check-in, that's not a friendship. It's a priority she's hiding. And don't let her flip it on you with that "you're overreacting" line. A real man doesn't overreact. He sees the truth. If she's gone for hours and he's the common thread, you're not her top dog anymore. He is. Let's get realer. I knew a guy. Call him Mike. His girl swore her coworker was just a friend. Then one night, she didn't come home till 3 a.m., said she was helping him move. Mike's no idiot. He drove by the guy's place the next week, saw her car there again, same excuse. Turns out moving meant late-night drinks and who knows what else. Mike dumped her ass, and you should too if this is your life. Disappearing with another man isn't innocent. It's a choice. She's choosing him over you, and every hour she's gone is a slap to your face. What do you do? Next time she pulls this, don't just sit there. Call it out. Where were you? Why's it always him? Watch her squirm. If she can't give you a straight answer, or worse, if she gets mad you asked, that's your proof. A woman who's all in with you doesn't vanish with some other guy. She's either clueless about how shady this looks, or she's playing you on purpose. Either way, you're worth more than that. This is the top red flag because it's not just a hint. It's a neon sign she's already halfway out the door. Don't ignore it, man. You'll regret it later. Okay, now here's the second big one, and it's a gut punch. You catch her lying about this just a friend guy, not some little white lie like she forgot what time she got home. I'm talking about her looking you in the eye and saying she was one place with one person, and then you find out she was with him instead. That's not a slip-up. That's her covering her tracks, and it's a massive red flag. She's got something to hide. If she's lying about him, you're not paranoid to think he's more than a friend. You're just seeing what she doesn't want you to. Let's paint the picture. She says, I'm grabbing coffee with Sarah, but later you see a tag pic on Instagram, her and this dude at some cafe, laughing like it's a date. Or maybe she's late getting home, swears she was at work, but her co-worker spills she left hours ago, and you spot his car dropping her off down the street. You don't need to be a detective to connect the dots. She's flat out lying, and he's the reason. A woman who's honest with you doesn't need to fake her whereabouts. She doesn't need to invent stories to keep you off her trail. But when she's weaving tales about where she's been and his name keeps creeping in, that's a neon sign she's playing you. Here's what you can see for yourself. Her story doesn't add up. She says she was with a girlfriend, but her phone's got a dozen texts from him that night. Or she claims she was running errands. But you drive by his place and her car's parked out front. Maybe she's dumb enough to leave evidence, like a receipt from a bar she never mentioned, with his handwriting on it. Point is, you catch the lie in real time. Her words say one thing, the facts say another, and he's always the X factor. That's not coincidence. That's intent. I've seen this play out, man. My buddy Jake had a girl who swore her gym buddy was just a friend. She'd say she was working out late, but Jake found a movie ticket stub in her purse. Date night with the guy, same time she claimed she was lifting weights. He confronted her, and she stuttered, we just grabbed a flick after. After? Sure. Jake kicked her to the curb because once you catch her lying, you know the friend excuse is garbage. You're not her man anymore. You're her alibi. What do? Test her. Next time she's cagey about her plans, dig a little. Who were you with? What time did you leave? If she's truthful, she'll answer straight. But if she stumbles, changes details mid-story, or gets pissed you're asking, you've got your answer. Look at her face when you call it out. Does she blush, look away, or snap at you? That's guilt, man. She's lying because she knows the truth puts him too close to her and you too far out of the picture. This is number 2 because it's not just suspicion. It's proof she's choosing him and banking on you being too trusting to notice. Don't be that guy. You're smarter than that, and you deserve better. Okay, Now here's the third red flag, and it's a dagger to your pride. She picks this just a friend over you every damn time. Not once in a while, not by accident. She's consistently choosing him when it's you versus him, and you're left standing there like a backup plan. This isn't about her having a social life. It's about where you rank in hers, and if he's always coming out on top, that's not a friendship. It's a slap in your face. You're her man, not her doormat, and this is a glaring sign she's got her priorities screwed up. Imagine this. You've got plans, movie night, dinner, whatever, and she bails last minute because he needs to talk, or he's going through something, or you're out together and her phone buzzes. It's him. She's texting back instantly, giggling at his dumbass memes, while you're sitting there with a cold beer and no attention. Maybe it's worse. You ask her to hang out, and she's already got plans with him. Oh, we're just grabbing a bite. Like it's no big deal. One time? Fine. Every time. That's a pattern, and it's telling you he's the one she's running to, not you. You can see this with your own eyes. No guessing needed. She cancels on you, and his name's the excuse. You're mid-conversation, and she's glued to her phone, his texts lighting it up while yours sit unread. Or you're at a group thing, and she's stuck to his side, chatting him up while you're the third wheel in your own relationship. Check her energy. When he calls, does she drop everything? Your date, your story, your moment to pick up? If she's always got time for him but not right now for you, that's not a friend stealing her attention. That's her handing it over willingly. All right, now, here's the fourth red flag, and it's a kick to the teeth. She fights for this just a friend, like he's her damn boyfriend. You bring him up, casual question, nothing crazy, and she's suddenly all fire and claws, defending him like you just insulted her soulmate. This isn't her sticking up for a buddy. It's her going to war for a guy who's supposed to mean nothing, and that's a screaming sign he's way more to her than she's letting on. You're her man, not him, so why's she acting like his honor's hers to protect? Picture this. You say, "He's been texting you a lot lately." Just curious, and she snaps, "He's a good guy, okay? Stop making it weird." Or you ask, "Why's he always around?" And she's off. You don't get it? He's been there for me. He's not like that. Like that? Like what? You're not accusing her of anything yet, but she's already swinging for him. Maybe you see them together, he's late dropping her off, and you go, "What's his deal?" She fires back, "He's not doing anything wrong. Leave him alone." Leave him alone? You're her guy, not his babysitter, and she's acting like you're the intruder here. You can spot this with your own eyes, no detective work needed. Her face gets tight, her voice spikes, her hands start moving when his name comes up. She's not calm like she'd be about some random pal. She's emotional. If you push a little, he seems too close. Does she double down? You don't know him like I do. That's not friend talk. That's loyalty, and it's aimed at him, not you. Watch her body. Does she cross her arms, glare at you, or storm off when you question him? That's her shielding him, and it's a dead giveaway he's got a hold on her. You don't... I've seen this up close, man. My pal Chris had a girl who swore her ex was just a friend now. Chris asked one night, "Why's he still calling?" She lost it. "He's a better person than you'll ever know." Better than me? Chris thought. He saw her rant for 10 minutes about the guy's good heart while she barely looked at Chris. Few weeks later, she was back with the ex. That fight wasn't about friendship. It was her heart picking sides. and Chris wasn't on the winning one. If she's battling for him like that, you're already losing ground. What do? Call it out next time she flips. Say, why are you fighting for him like he's your man? Don't let her dodge. Push. If he's nothing, why are you so mad? If she stutters, I'm not, you're just jealous, but her eyes say otherwise, you've got her. Or try this. Mention him casually, he seems cool, and see if she jumps to hype him up like he's a saint. If she's ready to throw down for him, she's not just defending a friend, she's guarding something deeper. This is number 4 because it's not her vanishing or lying. It's her showing you her loyalty split, and he's getting the bigger piece. You don't share your woman's heart, man. If she's swinging for him, it's time to ask why. And if she can't answer straight, you know where you stand. Don't let her play you for a fool. All right, man, here's the 5th red flag, and it's a punch to the chest. You find flirty texts from this just a friend on her phone. Not some boring, hey, what's up, crap. I'm talking messages that cross the line like, miss you, you looked hot today, or last night was fun. You see it flash on her screen. Or maybe she leaves her phone unlocked for once, and there it is, staring you down. She can swear he's nothing all she wants, but when his words are dripping with vibes, she's not shutting down. Yeah, that's not a friendship. That's a flirt fest, and you're not invited. Think about it. You're chilling on the couch. Her phone buzzes, and you glimpse can't stop thinking about you from him before she snatches it away. Or you're grabbing her charger, her screen's open, and there's a string of texts. Him saying, "Your trouble," her replying, "Only for you." That's not just friends banter. That's chemistry, and it's happening right under your nose. Maybe it's late, you're in bed, and she's giggling at her phone. Turns out he's sending heart emojis or some wish you were here bullshit. If she's letting that slide, or worse, playing along, you're not imagining things. You're seeing the truth. You don't need to snoop to catch this. Just keep your eyes open. Does her phone light up with his name more than yours? When it does she angle it away quick, like she's hiding a dirty secret? Or maybe you see her smile, a little too big, a little too private, while she's typing back. Check the vibe. If she's rushing to clear the screen or flips it over when you walk by, that's not innocence. That's guilt. And if you spot the words flirty, cozy, anything that'd piss you off if you sent it to another girl, that's your red flag waving high. I've seen this burn a guy bad. My buddy Dave caught his girl texting her work friend, "He saw you make my day," from the guy, and her reply, "You're sweet." Sweet? Dave asked her about it, and she shrugged. He's just nice. Nice doesn't send that at midnight. Dave dug deeper, found more like, "Can't wait to see you." And she was still playing dumb. He bounced because flirty texts aren't just nice. They're a line crossed. If she's got that going with him, she's already stepping out, even if it's just words. For now, what do? Don't ignore it. Confront it. Next time you see his name pop up, say, "What's he texting you?" Calm but firm. If she hides it or snaps, "It's nothing," but won't show you, that's your clue. Or if you've already seen the flirty shit, call it out. Why is he saying that? Why are you cool with it? If she stammers, you're overreacting, or deflects, "It's just joking," but her face says panic, you've got her. This is number 5 because it's not her vanishing or picking him. It's hard evidence he's in her space and she's letting him stay. You don't share your woman with a guy who texts like that, man. If she's not shutting it down, She's opening a door, and you're too good to stand there watching it swing wide. All right, so here's the sixth red flag, and it's a sneaky one that'll set off your alarm bells. She hides her chats with this just a friend like they're top secret files. You're not talking about her locking her phone. Everyone's got privacy. But when she's actively dodging you seeing his messages, flipping her screen, or getting twitchy when you're near, that's not normal friend stuff. That's her guarding something she doesn't want you to know. And if she's that cagey about him, you've got every right to wonder what's really going down. Imagine, you're sitting together, her phone's on the table, and his name pops up. She grabs it fast, tilts it away, or flips it face down before you can blink. Or maybe you walk into the room while she's texting, and she fumbles to close the app, acting like you caught her robbing a bank. Ever lean over to grab something, and she pulls her phone to her chest like it's a treasure map? That's not casual, it's calculated. She might laugh it off. Oh, it's nothing. But if it's nothing, why is she acting like a spy? A woman who's got no secrets doesn't sweat you seeing, "Hey, how's your day?" from a buddy. But if she's hiding his words, they're not that innocent. You can catch this with your own two eyes. Does she always angle her phone away when he texts, but not with her girls? When you're near, does she switch apps or lock it quick? Like she's got contraband. Maybe you hear it buzz, ask, "Who's that?" And she mumbles, "Just a friend." But her hands say panic. Or worse, you see his name flash, and she bolts to the bathroom to reply. That's not privacy, that's a cover-up. If she's cool with you seeing her sister's text but not his, that's a red flag waving in your face. I've seen this hit a guy hard. My friend Rob noticed his girl got weird with her phone whenever her old pal texted. One night they're watching TV, his name lights up, and she practically yeets the phone under a pillow. Rob asked, "What's up?" She said, "Nothing, just dumb stuff," but wouldn't show him. Later, he caught her grinning at a message, same guy, and she locked it when he walked over. Rob didn't need to read it to know something was off. Her hiding it said plenty. She admitted later it was flirty but harmless. Harmless, sure. Rob was out the door, and you should be too if she's pulling this. What do? Test her next time it happens. Say, "Who's blowing up your phone?" Chill, not accusing. If she hides it or snaps, "Mind your business," that's your sign. Or lean in when his name pops up. Does she flinch, cover it, or play dumb? If she's open, she'll show you he's asking about work without blinking. But if she's scrambling to bury it, she's got something cooking with him she doesn't want you to see. This is number 6 because it's not flirty texts you've read. It's her acting like they're there, and that's damn close. You don't stick around for a woman who treats her friends' chats like a state secret, man. You're worth more than her shady games. Let's check out the 7th red flag, and it's one you can't unsee once it hits you. She's all giggles and smiles with this "just a friend" in a way she's not with you. You catch them together and she's lighting up, laughing loud, grinning ear to ear, acting like he's the funniest, coolest guy alive. While with you, she's flat, distracted, or just going through the motions. This isn't her being friendly. It's her showing a spark for him that's dimmed out for you. And it's a gut check sign he's more than she's admitting. Think about it. You're at a bar with friends, he's there, and she's cackling at his every word, head thrown back, eyes bright, like he's a damn comedian. Then you crack a joke, and she barely smirks, scrolling her phone instead. Or maybe you're all hanging out and she's glued to his side, trading stories, her face alive, while you're lucky to get a "yeah, cool" out of her. Ever see her perk up when he walks in, straightens her hair, big smile, but you get a half-assed "hey" like you're the mailman? That's not a friend vibe. That's her turning it on for him and leaving you in the cold. You can clock this with your own eyes. No question. Watch her next time he's around. Does her laugh hit a higher pitch? Last longer? Feel forced just for him? Does she glow? Eyes locked on him, body angled his way, while your background noise? Maybe she's quiet with you all night. Then he shows up, and suddenly she's Miss Personality. Check her face. When he talks, is she beaming like a kid at Christmas? But with you, it's a flat stare or a fake smile. That shift's not random. It's where her energy's going, and it ain't you. I've seen this sting a guy raw. My buddy Mark had a girl who swore her neighbor was just a friend. They'd all be at a cookout, and she'd be all giggles with the guy, slapping his arm, howling at his lame puns, while Mark got one-word answers and a bored look. One night, Mark called her out. "You're different with him." She said, "I'm just happy." Happy with who? Mark watched her flirt it up for weeks, then found out she was sneaking over to the guy's place. That giggles and smiles act wasn't innocent. It was her heart jumping ship. Mark cut her loose. And you should too if she's pulling this. What do you do? Test it next time you're all together. Watch her. Does she light up for him in ways she doesn't for you? Say something funny. If she brushes you off but loses it at his next line, that's your proof. Or ask her later, why are you so hyped around him? If she shrugs, he's just fun, but can't match that vibe with you, she's showing you her real deal. This is number 7 because it's not hiding texts or picking him. It's her vibe screaming he's special and you're not. You don't settle for a woman who saves her best for some other dude, man. If she's all giggles with him, she's already half checked out. Time to see it and act. All right, man, here's the 8th red flag, and it's a loud one you can't miss. She flips out like a damn tornado if you question her, just a friend situation. You ask something simple, why's he always texting you? And she's off, yelling, accusing, turning it into World War III. This isn't her defending a pal, it's her losing her shit because you're poking at something she doesn't want you to see. If she's blowing up over a basic question, that's not innocence. That's a cover, and it's a sign this guy's more than she's letting on. Imagine this. You're chilling, say, he's been around a lot lately, just testing the water. Next thing she's screaming, why are you so paranoid? I can't have friends? Or you go, what's with all the late calls? And she's in your face, you don't trust me, you're suffocating me. Suffocating? You're not chaining her to the couch. You're asking about a dude she swears is nothing. Maybe you catch her texting him, say, who's that? And she explodes, stop controlling me, before storming off. That's not a normal reaction. That's her freaking out because you're too close to the truth. You can see this plain as day. Her voice jumps an octave, her face goes red, her hands start waving like she's directing traffic. Ask about him. Calm, no big deal. And does she answer cool or flip the table? If she's yelling, crying, or slamming doors over a friend, that's not casual, that's panic. Does she turn it on you? You're insecure. Instead of explaining, that's deflection, man. A woman with nothing to hide says, he's just a buddy, relax, and moves on. But if she's raging like you caught her cheating, she's hiding something. Maybe not sex, but a connection she knows is off. I've seen this break a guy's radar. My buddy Sam had a girl who'd go nuclear if he mentioned her work friend. One day Sam asked, "Why is he calling at 11 p.m.?" She flipped, "I can't believe you don't trust me," and locked herself in the bedroom. Sam thought he was the jerk, till he found out later she'd been venting to the guy about their fights. That blow-up wasn't about trust. It was her shielding him. Sam ditched her because a woman who flips out over questions isn't protecting a friendship. She's protecting a lifeline, and it ain't you. What do you do? Next time he's in the mix, ask easy, "What's up with him lately?" And watch her. If she's chill, "Oh, he's just being him. You're good." But if she's shouting, "Why do you care?" Leave it alone. That's your red flag. Push it. If he's nothing, why are you mad? If she doubles down, accusing you instead of answering, she's caught. This is number 8 because it's not giggles or texts. It's her reaction screaming guilt, less hard than picking him, but louder than a smile. You don't take that heat from a woman over some dude, man. If she's flipping out, she's scared you'll see the real story. And you're too sharp to let that slide. Okay, let's dig into 9th red flag, and it's one that'll make your jaw clench. She calls this just a friend pet names right in front of you, like babe, sweetie, or some cutesy nickname, and acts like it's no big deal. You hear it slip out, and she laughs it off. "Oh, that's just us." But that's not friend talk. That's cozy couple-level shit, and it's a sign she's way too comfortable with him. If she's dropping terms like that in your face, she's either clueless or cocky, and either way, it's a red flag he's more than she's admitting. Picture this. You're all hanging out, and she goes, "Hey babe, grab me a drink," to him while you're sitting right there. You blink, she giggles. "I mean him, silly," like it's a joke. Or you're at dinner, she's on the phone with him. "All right, sweetie, see you later," and hangs up with a smile, ignoring your stare. Maybe it's casual. "Honey, you're hilarious," while he's cracking up and you're wondering why she's never called you that. That's not just friends. That's a vibe she's got with him she doesn't even hide, and it's landing like a brick on your chest. You can spot this with your own eyes, no digging required. Listen when they're together. Does she toss out babe or cutie like it's nothing? Does she say it smooth, like it's habit, then brush it off when you raise an eyebrow? Watch her tone. Is it warm, flirty, the kind of voice she used to use with you? If she's got a nickname for him, my goof or big guy, and not for you, that's not random. It's a bond showing through. Catch her mid-call. Does sweetie slip out and she doesn't flinch till she sees your face? That's your red flag, loud and clear. I've seen this gut a guy. My pal Nick had a girl who'd call her bestie, babe, all the time, right in front of him. They're at a party. She's like, "Babe, you're the best," to the guy, and Nick's standing there, beer in hand, feeling like a ghost. She'd say, "It's just how we talk." But Nick caught them later, her arm around babe, whispering close. That pet name wasn't a quirk. It was her heart leaking out. Nick dumped her because no man takes that disrespect. If she's tossing those words to him, she's already crossing a line. What do you do? Next time it happens, clock it. She says babe to him. You say, "Why's he babe?" Cool, not mad. If she shrugs, "It's nothing," but keeps doing it, that's your sign. Or call her on it later. "You don't call me that. Why him?" If she stumbles, you're making it weird, but doesn't stop. She's showing you her play. This is number 9 because it's not flipping out or text. It's a slip that's less loud, but still stings like hell. You don't share pet names with a friend in front of your man, period. If she's comfy with that, she's comfy with him. And you're too good to eat that shit, man. See it for what it is. All right, here's the last one. The 10th red flag, and it's a quiet one that'll still nag at you. She won't let you meet this just a friend no matter what. You suggest grabbing a beer with him, tagging along to say hi, anything. And she's dodging it like you're asking to crash a secret club. She's got excuses on tap. He's busy. It'd be weird. But never a yes. And that's not shyness. It's her keeping you two apart for a reason. If he's so innocent, why is she gatekeeping him like he's her hidden stash? Think about it. You say, I'd like to meet this guy you're always talking about. And she's like, he's got a crazy schedule. Weeks go by, same line. Or you're all supposed to be at a group thing, and she makes sure he's running late till you're gone. Maybe you push, let's all hang out, and she squirms. Why do you need to? He's just a friend. Just a friend doesn't need a force field. She's hiding him from you, and it's because putting you in the same room might blow her story wide open. You can see this play out, no guesswork. Bring him up. When's he around? And does she change the subject fast? Invite yourself along next time she's seeing him. Does she stammer, it's not a good time, or flat out say no? If he's at a party, does she steer you away? Oh, he's over there. Let's get drinks instead. Watch her face. When you push to meet him, does she tense up, laugh it off too hard, or get annoyed? That's not casual. That's control. A woman with nothing to hide doesn't care if you shake the guy's hand. She'd want you to prove he's no threat. But if she's blocking it, she's got something to lose. I've seen this trip a guy up. My buddy Pete's girl had a high school friend she'd see all the time. Pete said to her, cool, let's meet him. And she'd dodge. He's shy. He's out of town. Months passed, no intro. Then Pete crashed a BBQ she didn't know he'd hit. There's the guy, her all cozy with him, and she freaked when Pete walked up. Turns out shy was code for I'm into him, and you'll see it. Pete bounced because if she's that scared of you meeting him, she knows the friend act won't hold up in person. What do? Push it next time. Say, I'm free Saturday. Let's all grab food. If she's, oh, he can't, or why do you care? That's your sign. Keep it light. I just want to say hi to the guy. If she doubles down, it's not necessary, or gets mad, she's cornered. This is number 10 because it's not pet names or blow-ups. It's subtle, a slow burn, but still tells you she's protecting him over you. You don't play second to a ghost, man. If she won't let you meet him, she's keeping her world separate, and you're not in the one that matters. Time to decide if you're cool with that, or if you're done being the outsider in your own damn story. So there you go, man. 10 red flags laid out bare, no sugarcoating. She disappears with him for hours, lies about where she's been, picks him over you, fights for him like he's her king, sends flirty texts, hides their chats, giggles like a schoolgirl around him, flips out when you ask, calls him babe, and won't even let you meet the guy. That's not a friendship. That's a wrecking ball swinging at your relationship. And if you're seeing even half these signs, you're not crazy. You're just awake. She can say he's just a friend till her voice cracks. But actions don't lie. People do. And you've got the proof in your hands now, straight from what you've seen with your own damn eyes. Let's rewind and stack it up. If she's vanishing with him, number 1, you're already on borrowed time. Hours unaccounted for aren't friendship perks. Caught her lying about him, that's her 2. That's her spitting on your trust. Picking him over you, that's her 3. Shows where her heart's at and fighting for him, that's your 4. Proves she's ready to bleed for it. Flirty texts, there are 5, and hiding chats, bar 6, are neon signs she's crossing lines she won't admit. Giggles and smiles with him, there are 7. While you get crumbs, that's her energy leaking out. Flipping out over questions, 8. Screams guilt, pet names, 9. Slap you with disrespect, and dodging a meetup, 10 seals it. She's got a world with him you're not allowed in. 1 or 2? Maybe talk it out. 5 or more? You're not her man. You're her placeholder. This isn't about jealousy. It's about respect. You're not some insecure kid freaking over nothing. You're a man who knows what he deserves. And you don't deserve a woman who's half in, half out, playing both sides while you're left holding the bag. Every guy I told you about, Mike, Jake, Tony, Chris, Dave, Rob, Mark, Sam, Nick, Pete, they all hit that wall. Some ignored it too long, got burned worse. Others saw it, called it, walked away with their dignity. You're at that fork now, man. You've got the tools to spot the truth. Use them. Don't let her gaslight you into thinking you're the problem when she's the one building a bridge to this dude. So what do? Step 1. Face it. Look at these signs, tally them up. How many are hitting home? Be honest, no excuses. Step 2. Test her. Pick the ones you've seen, disappearing, lying, whatever, and throw it back. Where were you? Why's he texting that? Let's meet him. Calm, direct, no yelling. Watch her squirm, dodge, or blow up. That's your answer. Step 3. Decide. If she's clean, fixes it, proves you're number 1, maybe she's worth keeping. But if she doubles down, deflects, or keeps him close, she's made her choice, and it ain't you. Walk away, man. You don't beg for loyalty. You demand it. And if she can't give it, someone else will. This is your life, your call. You're not here to play a second fiddle to some friend she's secretly vibing with. You're a man who knows his worth, strong, sharp, not blind. These red flags aren't guesses. They're facts you can see, feel, hear. She's either all in with you or she's out the door with him. There's no middle ground. Don't waste another minute on a woman who's already got one foot in his camp. Cut the cord, lift your head, and find someone who'd never make you question your place. You've got this, man. Don't let her or him steal your shot at something real.